Hey Gemini, this is Alex, and I'm here to bring you your weekly love reading. I hope you guys are doing well and taking care of yourselves. Just as a reminder, I am here every Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern for $5 Q&A. It's a live stream, and if you're subscribed, you'll receive notifications. If you're not subscribed, you won't. So if you're interested in joining and need notification, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, let's see what God Angels Universe has in store for you. You know what? I'm taking them all. We got this one. Then we got this one. Then we got that one. Who did I just do just now? Pisces had another 6 card, but Gemini, see? Mercury's going to retrograde, so Gemini is flexing its muscle. Look, more cards falling out. And you know what? I'm going to take those too. So hopefully, you know, this is going to be a crowded reading, Gemini. But it's your energy. 8 of Cups at the bottom. So these two guys here are the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. So, what do we have? You are planning and plotting. You're trying to figure out how to jumpstart your passionate endeavors. You want a new passionate beginning. This is weird because I don't feel like it's related to love. Or you don't know what you want romantically in a relationship. What I'm getting for some of you is that it's been so long, say for instance, that you have been in either a relationship, like a committed relationship, that it's like you don't know what to want, what you want. It's almost like I've been out of practice for so long. I mean, what are people doing these days? You know what I mean? And you're looking for somebody or something to jumpstart your interest or passion. Again, it may not necessarily be a relationship per se. It may be job, hobby, travel. I'm taking those. This one first, and then the Queen of Swords. I'm talking slower this time for these readings, but with all these cards on the table, Gemini, look at you, got the Hanged Man twice. That's Pisces times 2. You and your person are seeing things much different right now. And you're not in alignment. You have one Hanged Man here with the Queen of Swords, and you got the Knight of Cups with the Hanged Man there. So it's almost like one of you think it's over, and then the other one's like, no, I'll be back. You know, I have more love to give. Yeah. You got something else to give aside from love, too. Whomever you're dealing with, Gemini, I'm just saying. So, Lord have mercy. Capricorn, there you go. All right, we got a lot of cards on the table, so let's get it. With the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. This feels to me like that same energy where you're just like, look, I need something. Something need to happen real quick. I'm ready. I don't know what it is, but I'm ready to go. I got this. I got that. You know, this is going well. That's going well. I need something new, right? So this is kind of you craving for, again, whatever that next beautiful adventure is. It's weird because I was just thinking about the word adventure, and my angels were dancing around the word adventure, you know, which is basically saying that some of you are challenging or laughing or tickled by the use of the word adventure. It's like, oh, is that what we're calling it? Right? With the Page of Wands and then the 5 of Swords, this to me says you're, whatever it is, whatever you're getting into, you sure are paying attention on not getting got. right? The Five of Swords is a hollow victory, right? It's taking advantage of somebody, or it's getting the upper hand. So I kind of feel like, especially that paired with the Page of Wands, it's almost like you're sending a message to the universe, to future lovers, to whomever. Like, look, if it's gonna be this, then it's gotta be this way, because I'm not playing the games no more. Like, I done spent too much time, I done spent too many years, I done spent too much energy on, almost like being on the sideline instead of being in the game. Like, no more, we're not doing that. And that, to me, again, angels are saying with that energy, you are going to align with that through law of attraction. And I feel like you're going to start attracting go-getters, people who are in the same predicament, same place in life, want the same things that you want. That says to me that you're putting out that energy, and the universe is going to mirror it and bring it back to you. But when it comes back to you, you're going to look it right in the eye and be like, look, we're not doing that this time, right? This to me is crazy, because I feel what I just heard was you want to want something, but you don't know what that is, right? And this says to me, you're just going to keep going with the flow until you feel that whatever it is that you want happens, right? So it's it's weird, because it's almost like, okay, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it is. It could be this, it could be that, it could be the other. It could be somebody tall, it could be somebody short, it could be somebody, who's of a different race. It could be, just the opposite of maybe what I'm used to. But I feel like from a universal standpoint, we're like, what you're used to, well, what's that? Because you've been out of practice for so long to an extent. So this says to me, Gemini, that angels are saying they don't know themselves, right? Because that's where your wants, needs, and desires come from. If you're somebody who, loves to debate, as an example, then you're going to want somebody who is intelligent and worldly and communicates well and, is free-spirited and open-minded, right? But I kind of feel like you don't even know that you love to debate. So this to me, especially with the Seven of Cups, is you guys trying to kind of go within and figure out what the heck is in them cups, right? Because the universe is going to align with it and start bringing them to you one by one. But what is in there? Like, what is this greenery? What are we going to do with that? That down there. What are we going to do? Where are we going to put that? What is that? Do I like it? Does it smell good? You know what I mean? I just kind of feel like with you guys, you're going through this process of, again, figuring out what exactly is that you want. I feel like to an extent it does get frustrating at times, especially you guys being an air sign. I feel like for a lot of you, you may go back and forth. One minute you want one thing, one minute you want something else. Another person will call you guys being wishy-washy, but I am a true believer that you're allowed to change your mind. So if you start out wanting one thing and then you want something else, that's fine. The problem is when soon after you choose the second option, you choose a third option, then a fourth option, and then all of a sudden you got all these options and you still haven't made a decision. This also says to me too that I feel like for a lot of you guys, either the way you're thinking, what it is that you're thinking, or just thinking in general is what's making you feel stuck. I can easily say overthinking. I don't really like that. I don't think that's really fitting here. For me, it just kind of feels like your mind is racing. You're covering too much ground. And again, you've not settled on anything. And why haven't they settled on anything? Angels are like, because they don't know, right? I'm being prompted to pick up these two cards here because, again, there's the back and forth of the Two of Pentacles, right? They're all good ideas, by the way. They're all good ideas, but you're struggling. You're struggling. You're struggling to settle on one. Now, again, the back and forth, I would love the back and forth for you because, again, look, that's just two options. But emotionally, you're all over the place, right? That's what's keeping you, as an example, from narrowing down to these one or two options, right? And it's causing conflict within you. Now, I would say to you easily, Gemini, choose nothing for right now. Just chill out. Just, blow bubbles and, go eat some soup, or, shine your china, or clean your jewelry, or whatever the case is. Like, do something completely, because it kind of feels like you're overusing your mind right now, and it's hurting you more than it's helping you. And again, you have the hanged man here and the hanged man here. You know what I mean? So again, that says to me 2 steps forward, well, 2 steps back, or 4 steps back. You know what I mean? With the Knight of Cups, with the Queen of Swords, I think you're so caught up in your head and in your mind that even if love, right, if you've decided what it is that you want, the kind of love that you want, even if it started to approach you, you couldn't accept it anyway. Not because you're hard, not because you're cold, not because you're the ice princess and the ice queen, which is who the Queen of Wands is, but because you so much into your head that you wouldn't be able to recognize them if they came to you in the first place. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to recognize. I mean, look, he's completely upside down. He can't see that knight. He can't see the face of that knight. So relax your mind. Relax your mind. Relax your thought. Stop worrying about making a decision. Stop worrying about this air of perfection. Stop worrying about trying to get it right. Stop worrying about, anticipating what the universe is going to bring to you. Just relax completely and altogether. Okay? Now, by the way, Gemini, here's what happens when you actually relax. The spark that you were craving comes in. Now, y'all know how I feel about this Ace of Wands. Okay? And I feel like this is a person, Gemini. Somebody's coming in fast and furious. You know what I mean? And this person who's coming in has one thing in mind. Now, by the way, watch this. That's what you asked for. That's exactly what you asked for. I just need something to come in and just take my mind over this, or get it going. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And honey, y'all know the universe can be a goon at times. The universe brings him in lock, stock, and barrel. It's like, yes, did somebody call my name? What I'm also getting to is whomever this is, if this is a person, and I think it is Gemini, this person is very freaking persistent. They're very persistent. They're going to call you a lot. They're going to check up on you a lot. The angels are also saying to me that they could wear down your guards and break down your barriers, right, to open you up passionately. And again, you had the page of Wands here saying, hey, guess what? If this is going to be the case, if it is what it is, I'm not walking away empty-handed. Okay? Well, ladies and gentlemen of Geminiville, honey, you're not walking away empty-handed, because this king right here is going to fill you with some passion. Okay? Insert passion with something else. Anyway, moving over. Is this what you want? It may feel real good, by the way. This is also energy and attention, and, he's paying attention. He calls me a lot. He asks me about my day. He asks me if I'm eating right. Right? This is somebody who's really, really doing exactly what you asked for, who is exactly igniting those passions, and he's making you feel valuable and wanted. And what I'm also getting here, especially too with the Knight of Pentacles, is that he's also going at your pace. He's not rushing. He's taking his time. He's a little persistent. He's coming in fast and furious, but he's coming in with you as his target, and he is unrelenting. Okay? And as a result of that, I kind of feel like, Gemini, you're going to feel like the queen of the world. The Knight of Pentacles is basically somebody valuing you, kind of, setting you on a pedestal, if you will, right? Angels are saying this card here is representing that it's been a long time coming. Because I do feel like for a lot of you guys, which is the next 2 cards, believe it or not, because it's almost like this here is, maybe this is someone from your past. Maybe this is who you were attracting previously. you know, basically somebody who's kind of coming in with his own needs, desires, and wishes to be fulfilled, but it ain't got nothing to do with no love or no romance or none of that stuff. It could just be straight, hey, here's what I want, you know, maybe a hit it or quit it. Maybe I want you to do all of the things that I like, but I'm not going to do anything you like. This is you kind of maybe feeling powerless in your maybe previous or past situations where eventually you walked away or you felt some type of way because, you know, the fiery passion and obsession and temptation and all of that stuff was there. Addiction as well, right? It was there, but there was no love, right? Like, you had your face turned towards me for all the sex and this, that, or the other, and the, you know, the attention and the, you know, ego and this, that, or the other. But when it came to loving and loving me and caring for me and wanting for me, you had your back turned to me. And that's just not cool. Okay? So Gemini, it kind of looks like, yeah, you're going through this enormous transition. This is a long freaking reading. I am surprised that I got all the cards in the frame. But again, this was your energy. You know, you start out kind of anxious and all over the place and kind of unsettled. And then this fiery king comes in and settles you. And now you're realizing it's like, okay, now I get it. Now I know what I want. Now I know what to be looking for in my relationships instead of just like jumping into them and not knowing as much, right? Not getting anything out of it, you know, getting all forms of emotion, but none of that emotion is love, right? So as an example, yeah, you may get anger, you may get like doubt, you may get like worrying, you may get all of those other things instead of this person making you feel loved. You know, and one thing I just noticed too is you don't have a lot of cups on the table. You have the 7 of cups and you have the 8 of cups, which basically says to me, Gemini, that you guys, you're not quite there yet, especially when it comes to knowing what you want and or need emotionally. I kind of feel like, again, you're all over the place, you know, not necessarily pinpointing specifically what you want or need from an emotional standpoint. But with the eight of cups, definitely you're getting closer, right? Because of course, after the 8 comes the 9, and 9 is emotional fulfillment. So keep doing what it is that you're doing. You know, allow this king to come in, or not, right? Because you guys can do exactly what you want to do. But, you know, I kind of feel like, again, this king is coming in to settle you and to level you out, basically. And level you out from this stuff from your past. All right, Gemini, if it resonates, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not. Love you guys. Bye.